did he say there was some history behind this one?
There is, yeah. This has been in 2 movies. It was in The Fast and the Furious, and it was in Charlie's Angels. So Cameron Diaz slid right across the back of there, which I've still never watched that spot. Probably won't either. I smell it every now and then. Don't tell anybody.
Snail tracks.
What's up, guys? John from Maximum Overdrive here with my friend.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Friends from Octane TV.
Jeremy.
Dustin.
What's up, guys? All right, you guys want to play a game?
I got a game.
Got a game, baby. All right.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
So we're going to play Name That Car. So we're out here in the garage. We're going to go through all the cars in the garage, and they're going to do their best to guess year, make, model. If they can guess horsepower, that's great. If they can't, it's all good. So they've been out here a couple times, but we really haven't went through every car, so this will be interesting for them to guess. So starting up, we're at what looks to be like a Corvette of some form. So what year, make, and model is this?
You want to go first? 17.
17.
I know it's a C7 Corvette Z06. I think it's an automatic.
Yep.
And then I would say probably year-wise, 17 or 18-ish. I don't
You
know.
got one or the other.
I'll say 17.
17, okay. So it's an 18, so you're only
So
off
it's
by
18, okay.
only off by
So
1
it's
year.
an LT4, right?
Yep.
Automatic.
Automatic. I wish you could have got it in a stick, but I couldn't find this exact one in a
And
stick.
these make pretty good horsepower. I think they're rated at like
650, 650.
650.
Yep. And then the ZR1, the 2019 ZR1s are rated at 750, 750. So had I had known that the next year they would have came out with 750.
$250,000.
Oh yeah, they're worth $250,000.
That would have been the car to put money on.
I should have bought 2 of them.
Yeah.
But okay, onward and on here we go. Okay, so what do we have here? If you guys can guess
Shelby
it.
Super Snake, right?
Yep.
Is it considered a GT500?
It is considered a GT500. Yep.
The Super Snake's the more rare.
It's the more rare variant. Yep.
I would say it's got to be between a 13 and 15.
I was thinking.
It probably makes 770 horsepower, I imagine.
So
It's
what?
a 6-speed car, right?
Yeah. What year first?
I would say 13.
13. What do you say?
Saying 16. But no, actually, that's a gen. Never mind. That's way off, man.
That's S550.
Yep. Probably maybe third. When they switch over to gen,
I would say it's got to be 13 or 14.
Okay.
I mean,
What do you think?
maybe this is go with 13.
13.
Sounds like a good year.
This is a 2010.
Oh my God, I was way off. Samsonite.
But for a 2010, it's in pretty good condition.
That's crazy. It's a 2008.
She's very good looking.
That was a 13.
It is in pretty darn good
It's
condition.
in very good condition. So 10 was the first year the 5-liter switched.
To 5.4 in the
And the
GT.
5-liter switched from 4.6.
Yes.
Okay.
And the GT500. So everybody thinks this is a 5-liter. This is actually a 5.4. It even puts it on the badge there.
And
So
how much does it make?
this makes 750 horse.
750 horse.
Yep.
Okay.
So not rear end heavy, and what I mean by that is the sound. You guys have heard this startup before. It's not a heavy sounding Mustang, but
supercharger.
but this front end of this thing, it just sounds.
Do you know what
sounds
torque
like a
it
monster.
made?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
No.
And it's 6-speed?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let's move over to the next car. It's Nemesis. It's Nemesis. All right. What year, make, and model do we have here, gentlemen?
I'm going to say 16.
I felt like you said this was a younger one, man. So I'm gonna go 14.
Yeah.
We're 14?
'Cause it's got to
Okay.
be, because of the front end, it's got to be a 16 Camaro SS Yanko version, 1,000 horsepower with a 3.0 Whipple. Looks like a 3.0 Whipple. Maybe
So it's actually a 2018.
Yep,
Believe it
I
or
was
not.
wrong on that one too.
So it's an 18. How much horsepower did you say it was
I
making?
said 1,000.
It is 1,000. And how many foot-pounds of torque? Do you know?
Oh, probably 800.
875.
Okay, that's close.
Close enough. Close enough. It is a
Pretty doggone amazing, if you ask me.
manual.
Tires are like, nope.
Yeah, the tires are definitely like, help me,
This one's
help me.
automatic, right?
No, this is a stick.
Oh, it's a stick car too?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is
Probably
the
like a TR6060 out there.
this is one I was mentioning that if you get in this car and turn it on, and you do not turn off traction control on the car, then it instantly goes into limp mode
Limp as a bunk.
if you get near red line.
And
So
said
you
this
have
was-
to.
This was what? You said 2 of what?
Yeah, that's the actual number, 2 of 25. So there are 25 of these made in the year 2018.
25?
Only 25 of these.
Oh my goodness.
The first one is a deep blue. It's actually a pretty sexy one. I've seen it up close and personal, but this one fit the collection better. So actually, this was going to be a Viper ACR, a yellow ACR. But when you look at like collectibles and collections and stuff, this is way more valuable than a Viper ACR. Yeah, those are the builders who signed it. That was good. You guys did good on that one. All right,
Clue, 18.
there's your clue right there.
These two I'm going to do really bad on.
All right, what is this right in front of us?
So both these are challengers.
Yep.
Both are, one's a skinny cat, one's a wide body.
The skinny cat. I like that. It's a skinny
And
cat.
then, oh my gosh, I would be so wrong because they made these look the same from like 15 up.
What year do you think
I'd say
this is?
2020.
Okay.
16 on that one.
Okay, what do you think over there, Dustin?
Yeah, I think I remember you talking about this one. I do think I was a 16 or 17 for the black cat. This
Okay.
one here, I mean, I don't know nothing about the Dodgers, man.
I know the wide bodies didn't come out till newer ones.
Maybe 19.
Boom!
Right you are, motherfucker.
19.
Good job, man.
I don't think anybody said 15, but this is a 15.
Oh my goodness, I thought man, it looks so new. It's in such good shape.
It's in pretty good shape.
It's in really good shape.
That has about 3,000 miles, and this has about 4,800 miles on it right now.
Oh wow.
So-
what power is both of these?
So that's pushing 800 horse. That's all stock, and the black cat is 1,000 by 875. So same as the Yankee.
Holy shit, this is insane. Max. Yeah, quiet, I'm sorry.
Go. Problem is, as you guys seen when we took it to the track, is getting them tires to actually bite down.
It did good when it did trap.
Yeah.
Trapped really.
It trapped really well once or twice, but then it went back to burning. And actually, Dustin and I, we had one of the best races all night, right?
Yeah, we did.
I go off the line, and I just sit there, and I'm totally sideways spinning. He's gone with his Mustang down the track. I'm like, I am never catching this dude.
Yeah, I love those auto cars.
Right there, man, just gone. And then guess what? At the very end, I think I got you by maybe a quarter of a bumper or something.
Fuck yeah, bud.
It was
No,
very
too
close.
I just remember looking behind me, and when we first, I'd say about a quarter way through the quarter mile, and I seen I was ahead of you quite a bit. By the time I got about 3/4, man, you were flying up the course.
I finally got traction, bro. I finally got traction.
Now, what's the whole Forza Tune thing?
So Forza was a company they've now sold out to another company, and the name eludes me, but they're out of Florida, and they do what I'm going to call like top end tunes on Hellcats, on Jeep Trackhawks, and just basically anything you want to tune up vets. They got all kinds of things that they'll do. Cicero is the name of the company that bought out Forza. So that's actually where the Trackhawk is right now in Florida.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't know that.
so being upgraded there. Let's go over this way to your guys' favorite car.
Holy shit, this is insane. Max. Yeah, quiet, I'm sorry.
It really is.
The monster that nobody believes is really a monster. So what year is this fine-looking Tesla?
21.
20.
21. Yep. Ding. All right. And the only other questions I can ask you about this is how much horsepower does it make?
I think we said it's over 1,000.
That was like 1,061, but it always varies from different.
That the specs say 1,020.
Yeah.
And how many foot-pounds of torque?
1,000.
Over 1,000, almost
Like
1,100.
1,025.
1,050 foot-pound of torque.
Yep.
And AWD, so you get the nastiness in all wheels. So it is definitely a nightmare.
This car
It's just a
such
terrorizer.
a great car. Man.
It just makes people tear up. It just does, and it's real funny to put somebody in it for the first time
Reaction
and watch
video.
their reaction. It's absolutely hilarious.
Been there twice, and honestly, the feeling you get in your stomach is
It kind of ruins you too a little bit, right?
Has Sarah been in that?
no.
Can we do a reaction video with her?
Oh hell yes,
Oh,
100%.
my
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that as soon as we're finished up here.
I've been trying to get her to get in it.
Well, we will. Now it's only at 50% right now, or maybe a little less.
Oh, okay.
But I don't mind doing it. I mean, she'll still feel it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do we have sitting here in front of us right here?
I only know 812 Superfast.
Okay. 812
I know it
Superfast.
makes like 769 horsepower and like 5 something torque. I know it runs a 10.2 at 139 in the quarter.
You know.
I did my research on this car, but I don't
Boner alert.
know what year it is.
I know it's naturally aspirated.
It is naturally
Yeah,
aspirated. V12, 6.5 liter.
Some big old intakes.
Big old
Sounds
intakes.
like a freaking Indy car.
Long as your arms, no joke. They are long.
Legitimately.
They are significantly, they're huge. Longest intakes I've ever seen.
That engine bay is as tall as us.
Oh, yeah.
That's so crazy.
100%. Now, what would you say is the year if you had to guess? I know you don't know it.
I'm gonna say 22.
I'm thinking 21.
2020.
Really?
2020.
And also,
How many years did they make these cars?
Ooh, that's good. I don't know the answer to that question. I know now, I think, I could be mistaken, but I think last year was the last year they made these, but they were called the 812 GTS.
Okay.
And the GTS just basically means it's a drop top, it's a convertible.
Okay.
So they made them in convertible. In my personal opinion, this car deserves to be a hard top. Just like a Mustang, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This, the way that it sits, like elongated how it is,
Yeah.
this would be funky to me to see in a convertible fashion,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's a very sexy car, man.
I'm sexy and I know it. Look at that body. Look at that body.
Some sexy rims.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
them-
rims,
them
and the
rims.
silver. It's so crazy how awesome this car looks, man.
Tasty. Yeah, and it sounds, like you said, it sounds like an F1 car just roaring down past people.
These are definitely my favorite stock wheels ever.
Yep, I agree with you, dude. I think those are the best looking stock rims that I have ever witnessed
I
or
wouldn't
seen.
want to replace one of those, but I can tell
No,
you,
I don't
those
want-
are definitely my favorite.
I don't want to replace one of them. No curbing. All right, let's move on to this. The black Ferrari sitting in front of you. First of all, what make and model? What year?
4.5 Italia, and what looks
Yep.
like a. Dude, I hope I'm not wrong here. I think you said like a 12 or 14
You a smart motherfucker, that's right.
or something. I felt like it was older.
Yeah,
15?
2010.
Okay.
You want to take a shot? How many miles are on it?
Way off.
How many miles do you think are on this thing?
Hopefully 30.
Hopefully 30.
I'm gonna say 12,000.
17,000. For 17K, it's actually in pretty good shape.
And it drives nice.
You got to drive it, didn't you? I remember that. I'm going to just pop the engine bay real quick because the engine bay.
Notice these vents?
Oh, really?
I never noticed those.
See, you noticed something new.
And the vents next to the headlights.
The flake in the paint, man.
Yeah, I tell you,
Sticks
this
out
car's
good
in
when it's
great,
clean.
Great shape.
Full carbon fiber engine bay inside of here.
Dude,
Just
this car's
looking.
so nice, man.
For its age, it really is in good
What
condition.
does
Fucking shit.
a car like this cost?
So
Like if you were to buy it today, like this car.
With like all the carbon fiber and the wheels and stuff, you'd probably be running between 220 and 250.
Man, that's a lot.
Yep.
Now, what do these cost new when they were new?
Oh, like 320, I think. Right at 320. So
What's the carbon fiber package? Is that
after,
After, okay.
yeah, aftermarket. But it looks great. I mean, it looks really good. The carbon fiber came out really well. It looks like it was meant to be. You know what I mean? Like this is how it should have been.
These quarters are.
I know. Yeah, you seen a 488, right?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
it's
so insane.
basically the same. It's like the same outfit, pretty much. So
No, these weren't the original rims for this.
no, the original rims are in the corner. These are aftermarket 3-piece Forgiatos. Why? Well, just because they look badass.
They really, really nice.
It matches the
Dude, that was fucking badass.
interior. If you open that door a little bit, oh, you've been in the car. What am I thinking? The red interior matches the 4Gs fairly well. So
It looks good. The wheels make this car look really good too. I mean.
yeah, you just don't see many Ferraris with Forgiatos on them.
And the stance on it looks great.
Yeah, it's got a good stance. I think them ground effects help out making it look good.
That front lip looks awesome.
It's a very sexy car.
All right, let's move over to this.
Oh man.
What are we looking at right here? What year, make, and model is
No, it's
this?
a Porsche Turbo S.
2082. I know that's a narrow one.
911 Turbo S 22.
Give me a hell yeah!
It's
Wow, yeah, he got it. When he got it, I had to give it up to him right then and there. That was good. Since we were just talking about this, is this all-wheel drive?
All drive.
Okay, what's the quarter mile time?
It's a 10.
10.
It's a Well, 10, well,
We don't know
over
what's
10
happening
quarter.
10 to 10.4, depending on how you get off the line and if you spin or not, which you shouldn't spin, but you can.
Are they all convertibles or convertible or?
No, you have to select if you want a convertible. The one thing that I did when I built this car, I didn't physically build it, but I spec'd it out, is I had this stripe put on the top, which I thought was going to look like crap, but actually it came out pretty good if you look at the stripe on the hood versus the stripe going over the actual convertible, the soft tops.
I think that's sexy.
So makes it unique. Actually, you don't see many of them like that. I really like the car. The only problem with this car in general is the battery charging. You got to disconnect the negative every time you want to charge the car, or you'll end up with a dead battery, and they'll be out here trying to tow the car out the garage like they did before, which is fantastic. All right, let's move over to the Lava Orange 911. What year do you think this is?
I'm going to go with
21.
2021? 2017.
It looks exactly the same.
They look pretty close, don't they?
Yeah.
There's some subtle differences when you shut the hoods. Then the hood's probably giving it a little bit different of a look. But that is a Targa versus what they call a Cabriolet. And so if you got full drop versus like T-top drop / partial drop, which that's my favorite drop in the world right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat because you don't have wind running through everything. You can legitimately roll your windows up and you still got the outside. You can look up, sun's there and everything, but you don't have wind running all through the car. Unlike this, when you drop the top on this, you're just you're kind of stuck. So.
Yeah, when you said between these two, are they similar motors?
Yes, similar, bigger turbos on this. I want to say so. This is a 3.9, 3.8. I get my engines confused on these because I don't talk about the engines a lot. But 3.9 or 3.8. I want to say it's a 3.6, but I'll go through and Google and make sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not sure about that right now.
I'll take a quick look because I can't remember. I can just tell you one thing. This typically, the orange will run maybe 12.5s in the quarter mile. This thing is 10 to 10.4s in that range. So the turbos I know are bigger. As far as the engine, I'm certain the engine's bigger. I just don't know the actual literage, if you will. So, all right. What? Yeah, it's kind of Skittles, right? It's definitely looking like Skittles up in here. All right. So what do we have?
Holy moly! I went
Late 60s.
Right here.
Yeah. 70s. I know this one. This
The
one's
old
your,
Pro Charged what?
Coronet.
This
Coronet,
is a Coronet. That's
That
right.
sounds rowdy.
It is rowdy. What year did you say it was?
I'm going to go with late 60s or 70s.
That's what I say.
I would say
70?
71.
68.
Good.
It was the same. Well, 68 Charger was always my year, man. But
68.
I
No,
like
that's
how
close.
long the rear quarter is.
Oh, these cars are so long, and the only problem is,
70s are short, right?
yeah. But if you want to get fuel in these, it's impossible to do right now because you know where the fuel tank is?
Where?
Behind the license plate. Yeah. So the gas would just come pumping right out onto the floor, guaranteed.
I love this back window, man. I never noticed this thing curves.
Yeah. Do you see the full roll cage inside of there?
That is wicked. What's that back thing in the back window? What is that thing? What's that piece right there?
probably a defroster.
Is that a fucking
I don't see it.
defroster?
Yeah, it's probably a defroster. How else you gonna? Well,
I didn't think they
Let's
had
see.
that stuff back
I
there.
don't know. Maybe not.
That's got to be the defroster.
Is that what that is?
That's got to be the
I didn't
defroster.
even have that stuff back then.
They were smarter than what we gave them credit for. What can you say?
No seatbelt, but I got a defroster.
At least we can see.
Yeah.
All right.
On this one. I'll rub all over that.
So let's go to the green machine on the top rack. What is that?
That is the old. You said that's a stock. Was it a 440 Roadrunner?
446 pack. Yep.
Yeah, it was a 6-pack. And then
What year?
I would say similar years, man.
I would say 70 on that one.
You said 70?
I think it's 69.
If you would say 70, you would be right, sir.
That's what I thought.
Night-
My ex-girlfriend's dad had one. Almost identical color to that. A little darker.
They're beautiful cars. 1970. Everything's original, just like it came out of the factory. So that's the cherry in the collection. That is the number one car in this
OE
collection.
original.
Yeah, that's the OG. It don't get any more original than what's sitting up there right now.
What do they call the scoop that pops up? Or name for that?
Air grabber.
Air grabber.
Call it an air grabber, yeah. And it is functional and it works. And when you beep the horn, it still goes meep meep.
That's awesome.
All right, what about this sitting right in front of us here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 12.
Okay.
2010?
2008.
Man, I was way off too, man.
You're getting close, though. You're real close. You're not too far off. What engine's in this, do you know?
10? 10 cylinder?
10-cylinder, V10, absolutely. Paddle
But
shift.
they did have 12-cylinder, 10-cylinder option, right, back then? Or was it just 10-cylinder?
So 10-cylinder, but some of the other models were 12-cylinder, like when they came out with like the Aventadors and stuff.
It's so weird how the back just stops right
I know, it's just like flat.
It's like an R8. It's
I know.
just like,
It's like cut it right off.
that's so weird.
This is one of the ones that sounds extremely good. Got an aftermarket exhaust on it.
It's crazy to see how all the other cars, like how the Ferrari and the
kinda-
McLaren all have like a wing.
Yeah, they
This
kind of
is
like drip out. No
got
wing.
nothing.
Flat. Flat as a brick wall.
But back then, this car was like this, like supercar, like man.
Oh, it was back
DMX
then.
and the exit wounds when
Oh.
he drops that back down, he's like, raw.
Oh, that's the style right there. Back then, that was the style. Today, we look at it, we go, okay, it's a good-looking car,
It still
but
looks amazing.
it's not the style anymore, right?
Now it's all like curved, no square. It's all
Yeah.
curved, crazy headlights.
Yep. That's one thing that, like, as I'm looking at it through the camera here, it's very like curvy, like or not curvy, but very square, like box-like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the box ear lines versus how the McLaren
Versus this.
has the round line.
This is more well-rounded,
Look
a
how
lot
big
smoother
this
edges.
windshield is on this
I
thing.
know. You know what? And it's still got the worst POV in that Lamborghini.
Really?
Oh, it's terrible. Get in it.
Oh.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go, watch this. This is gonna be hilarious.
You have to say tall guy.
This is gonna be hilarious. Listen to this. I can hear bones cracking.
My head is in the.
I'm telling you, dude, it is so tight in there. It's not even funny.
How could you even? You can't see. Literally, your only
I know.
view is this way.
I know. Look.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to.
Look out the front too, man. It's just terrible.
This is such a hard angle.
I know. I know.
Oh my god, this is worse
that.
than a freaking 6-gen Camaro. Dude, Dustin's got to see this.
Oh, I got it right.
Oh my god,
South side.
it's literally 6 inches tall, but the windshield's like 36 inches long.
It's crazy.
You've
It
got
is
this
crazy.
much room on this side, and you've got the same amount of room because the way it angles. That's nuts.
I know.
didn't even think about that.
That's the one thing about Lamborghinis I don't like. Well, I don't like the way they shift, so I'm not a big fan of the gearbox, and I'm not a fan of, well, I'm going to call the POV that the driver
Probably they
gets.
Put these here.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Well, if you've seen a Countach, they're even worse. See,
Oh, yeah.
way worse than this.
Finally
But,
got to see one of those in was a car meet out in Kentucky.
yeah,
They had one of those, and I got to finally see Diablo as well.
they're definitely iconic. They're just, ugh.
And they're low. The Countach is the lowest car I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is like. You
Oh,
have to,
it's
like,
very low.
Lay down in that thing, man.
Yeah, not very user-friendly. How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
This is going to be brand new. I'm thinking 23.
I'm gonna say 2022 McLaren 720S.
You got it.
Really?
2022.
I did
It
get
is,
it right?
yeah.
Okay.
2022. Yep. And so, is this a hard top or is it a spider?
It's a spider. I think it comes off.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
It's
like
a,
is
it's
it
a spider.
target top, or
No,
is it
you push a
bonus?
button and it'll just fold right back underneath here.
Oh man, I did not know that.
It's, you know, I'll give McLaren this. I'll give them a lot of credit, but they hid this very well. You'd think at first that this was just a hard top.
It does look like a hard top.
That's exactly what it looks like. You push a button and that thing's dropping. I mean, they did a good job on the car. A lot of people ask, like, oh, they have gap problems or McLaren has this problem. Maybe sub 2020 they did.
Or they
but-
did 12.
Yeah, there were some issues back then, but I'm telling you what, I haven't had any issues with this car.
Dude, this car.
Want to tell us about the sunroof here with the...
Is that like the Tesla where it's like?
Yeah, so if you ever flown an airplane, you can push the dimmer buttons on the new Boeings and it will turn it blue. But you can still see through it, but it doesn't let the sunlight in. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but you push a button on there, it turns pitch. Basically, it looks black from the outside, but internally it looks blue, and you can still see out of everything, but nothing comes in. It's pretty legit. I forget the name of it. I remember the damn name of the doors, the butterfly doors, which are called dihedral doors, but I can't remember the name of the technology in the
Dude, this car
in the
from
drop.
every angle is just amazing.
with the motor in these?
This is a 4-liter V8 twin turbocharged,
Very
making
fast.
about 710 horsepower. Weight,
Weighs
nothing.
32 to 33 pounds.
It's pretty lightweight.
This would be what I'd like to see the black go up against in a roll
I
race.
noticed that.
What's that?
Speedometer gauge.
Oh, did you see it pop up?
Yeah.
This car is so awesome.
It's a fun little machine. It's fast too. Don't let it get away from you. Even though, because the engine is in the back, the weight distribution is good. You don't really get that many, I'll say that many spins. Like it's not gonna, if you're good with the car, you learn it, you drive it right, you ain't gonna lose control of it. But I'll tell you one you will lose control of real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's this right here. So let's talk about this for a second. Now this is obviously a replica.
Yep.
What year?
68. Show go.
67.
Ah, dude.
67.
I think I know this is my
67. No, it's okay. Built in 2004. Engine.
Oh really?
Yeah, so this was built in 2004, but so they replicated it from 1967, right? So they had all the parts. You can get them from, there's a shop online where you can buy the entire kit. Factory 5 is the name of the
Factory
place.
5.
Factory 5. I think those kits are like
10-speed 5-liter cars.
So this is pushing about 650 horse. The original engine was dropped out. It's 460 stroked out to 512. Fuel injected, so it actually starts up now. And it sounds,
And it's an auto.
I don't know, you think it sounds pretty good?
Amazing.
And it is an auto, yep. It is
It's
an
one of the
auto.
only ones I've ever seen. It's an automatic.
Yeah, most of them are sticks. It doesn't bother me that it's an auto. Do I wish it was a stick? Yes.
I love the automatic.
At the same time, it's easier to drive too. I don't have to tinker with the
The
clutch.
sticks on
anymore.
those are at such a crazy angle.
I couldn't
it's sort of
imagine.
shift.
I couldn't imagine squeezing a clutch in that.
Oh.
Way, though. I mean,
You're literally the spacing between the brake or the gas and the brake is about an inch,
I feel
maybe an
like
inch
it
and a
was
half.
easier to drive with both feet.
It is. It really is. Especially if you're wearing some boots like that, you're going to hit both at the same time.
I remember my foot was all against the left side, and I was having a hard time getting my full foot on the brake.
What makes the car so dangerous is its weight. You know, it's 1,800 pounds with 650 horse. So I
I'll
mean,
tell you this, you let me drive it, man. I never got past quarter throttle, and I had no desire. to go
yeah,
fast.
if you go to a certain place with this car, you might not be coming back. Put it that way.
I'll tell you what, no better phone in the world, man. It's like a little kid again.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
It's good memories, and plus when you pass through a bunch of people, they see it. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, old school," because old school is the shizzle. It's awesome.
And did he say there was some history behind this one?
There is, yeah. This has been in 2 movies. It was in The Fast and the Furious, and it was in Charlie's Angels. So Cameron Diaz slid right across the back of there, which I've still never watched that spot. Probably. Probably won't either. I smell it every now and then. Don't tell anybody.
Snail track.
All right, let's move over here. We got 4 more. All right, what are we looking at right here?
This would be the Plymouth Cuda.
The Cuda. What year?
70s. I was going to say 70.
1970. You're right. You want to take a stab at the motor?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about my
Yeah, me either. I'm not a Mopar person.
440 stroke to 500.
Oh wow.
So it is a stick. It's got a pistol grip shifter inside, which is like old school favorite. Interior is clean, clean, clean. It is a fun one to drive. And does have fuel injection as well.
Oh, that one does too?
Yep. Yep. It used to take forever to start. Now it starts up actually pretty quickly. What's on the top? The tip top.
This is the
Mystic Chrome Cobra.
Yep.
That's right.
0204.
94.
94. What? Hold on.
No, it's actually a 98 or 98.
Are they really that low?
No, it's a 97 or 98.
You're so close.
That's a 95.
You keep
So it's 95.
you skip right over the number it is.
So it's 95?
You went from 97 to 95. What's in between?
96?
Boom! 96, yeah.
I thought it'd have to be somewhere around there.
4.6 liter. It is a stick. It's all factory. There's nothing done to it.
Now, was this a 1-year deal with the paint?
No, I think they did it for a couple years, if I'm not mistaken. But there's not many of these left. They're all registered online, and once they go crunch, they go crunch. So I don't want to see anybody ever lose their Mystique Cobra, but when they do get lost, that just keeps the value ascending the right direction, right?
Yep, this thing sits there and where she should be.
Yeah, well, it doesn't get driven that much. She is the beauty queen of the garage, and rightfully so, to be frank. But nevertheless, it's not even that fast. But it does drive smooth. Besides, the window motors are out, which I banked that and still have to have that repaired. All right, what's on the top rack here?
Corvette.
Corvette.
Now, I want to say 72, but the only reason I know to think this is because it was the last year.
Go with your gut.
77.
72, I think.
Boom, 72.
Last year with the chrome. What's the
You
chrome
got
bumper?
it. Yep, it's got the chrome bumper on it, and you won't see those
After that.
on anything after that.
The only reason I know that is because my uncle has a Stingray or something.
Does he? What year is it?
I believe it's I think it's 72 as well.
72?
Yeah,
Awesome.
His is completely original, if I remember right. Except for, I think he's got a CD player in it.
Okay, yeah. I got a tape player in this. I got a tape player in this. It's not original. It didn't have tapes in 72. But
He's got the
you know.
orange. I don't know what color exactly.
Okay.
It's almost got like a orange tannish color.
Nice, beautiful. This is a candy apple red, and other than that, the original engine was pulled out, and a new 350 was dropped in and got struck out to 383, so pushing about 500 horse, which is pretty good. All right, last but not least, the original OG. Damon. This is the OG Demon.
I'll swallow your soul!
What year?
I'm gonna go with
60s?
I'm sticking 68 again.
Yeah, I was gonna say 67.
72.
Why do we keep getting wrong on these?
Mopar is not my
You're
thing,
you're getting there though. You're so close. That's the thing.
It looks more like a 60s than a 70s because it's smaller. But
You guys have done extremely well with every car you went. Think about that. You guys got several of them right. The ones you didn't get right, you weren't very far off. So you guys actually did extremely well. How many times have we went through and done this, honestly?
I haven't
None. Zero.
I'm saying, I know I've passed through these cars
I
6
only
times. I
know.
don't think we've ever talked.
We've never went through them like this before. So for the first time, you going through and doing what you did is legit.
I only know some of them because of us driving.
Yeah, going out and on a cruise or racing, you know, so on, talking about the cars afterwards, but you guys did well. All right, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. Peace out. Good job, by the way. Good job, by the way. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Hey, guys, thanks again for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this channel if you can. We certainly appreciate it. Certainly helps us grow, and we'll continue to bring you some kick-ass content and keep the rubber on the road where it belongs. So stay tuned for some more awesome content, and we'll catch you on the next one.
You need to shut the fuck up.
What's that?